All right, guys. So the first step when it comes to a local SEO campaign is doing competitor research or market research, right? And basically, the only thing we need to focus on is really the top three competitors that are ranking in Google Maps for the main keyword, right? So some examples of main keywords is going to be like roofing contractor Dallas, like Houston, dumpster rental near me. Those are like some of the main keywords, right? Again, just change it out for whatever industry that you're in. But basically, we just want to look at the top three competitors that appear in the Google Map Pack. That's primarily what I focus on. If you also wanted to do more organic SEO research, then you can check out the top two that are ranking organically. Since we're focusing on Google Maps, that's kind of what we want to focus on, okay? I don't really use any tools anymore. You can. I like to do just some manual research, and really what I'm going to cover is really the most important things that you need to worry about to get the foundational SEO stuff taken care of, okay? Most important thing here is that we need to make sure that we're not just looking at just like keywords anymore, but we really need to focus more on silos. So basically, we need to have the entire local SEO strategy revolve around our primary GMB Google Business Profile category, okay? So if roofing contractor is our primary category, then our primary pillar service page should be roofing contractor. Okay. And then you can have all your supporting pages like roof repair. This is an example of that URL structure, right? So the first step, we're going to look at website structure and the navigation of our top competitors. So just go ahead and do a search. Open up the top three competitors that are in that Google Map Pack. We want to take a look at a few things here. So few key insights to look for. Our service page is structured as silos or scattered, okay? So a silo would look something like this. So it would be like website.com/roofing contractor slash roof repair, okay? So this would be an example of a silo, okay? You have your main pillar page, which is roofing contractor. Then you have a supporting page, which is roof repair. So an example of scattered is if it was just like this, right? So it's just website.com/roof repair. Okay. There's no main category page. So that's one thing to look at. Then two, how deep is their website hierarchy? There are 2 levels or 3 levels. So let me show you this. If it's like this, that would be 2 levels, right? You got 1 level here, 2 levels. And then if you added another level, it would be like this, right? So that would be a third level. Okay. We just want to keep an eye out for that, see if there is any. But let's go back and then do the use city/location pages effectively. Okay. So the very quick way to do this is one, look at the main navigation menu, and two is open up their sitemap. So I would recommend getting this Chrome extension. There's probably other SEO Chrome extensions that have the same feature, but I like this one. It's called SEO Pro. You can open it up on any website and just click the sitemap here, and you don't have to do any searching or anything, and it'll just take you to their sitemap, okay? All right. So I already looked at like the main for the website that I'm going to be optimizing. Didn't really find that many good examples, and that tends to happen, okay? You're not always going to find great examples. Sometimes these companies have just been on Google for 20 plus years, and they just have a lot of domain authority. They have a lot of brand search, have a ton of reviews, right? And they've just been around forever. And sometimes that's all you need to, well, now with Google moving to a more branded, I guess, ranking factor, right? You have to kind of be everywhere, omnipresent, not just on Google anymore, right? You got to be active on social media, and you got to get reviews on third party websites, right? You kind of need to be everywhere. Google really rewards popular brands, okay? So let's take a look here. Yeah, this was another one of the local guys. So they are using like location pages, right? Okay, so they actually have what I would call a geo silo, because they have a main county page, which is good. And then they have their city page, okay? So this is something I might want to take into consideration, is if we should create a main county page and then have all of our city pages underneath that, okay? And these guys are ranking the map pack, okay? So that's one thing I'm going to make note of. Then this was one of the other companies I was ranking. Let's take a look here. Okay, so these guys do have a silo, but it's not as optimized as I would like it, or as I would do it. You can see they do have a silo here. They have like a main service page here, but it just says services, right? Better optimize this, I would just do roofing contractor, right? Because that's our primary GBP category. And then I would have roof replacement, right? That's how I would best optimize our website structure here. That's actually what I'm planning on doing. I'm actually planning on doing the URL structure right here for our main service pages. Okay. All right. They also have location pages, roofing contractor, huh? So these are not underneath their county page. I'm not. Oh no, wait. This is a different website. All right. I'm sorry. I'm looking at a different website. So yeah. So you can see they also have a silo here, but their main page is just service areas. It's not like this other company that was using a county page, right? So if you're going to do a silo for these city pages, thing to keep in mind, if you are targeting an entire county, this is good to use. If you know you're only going to be targeting like 5 cities around you, I wouldn't necessarily build out a whole county page if that's not your goal. Okay. But again, just depends. If you want to target several counties, then this is definitely the way to go. If you know that you're only going to be sticking in one main area, then this is not always needed, right? Okay. But anyways, nevertheless, I would still going to have a silo page right here, which is a service area page. Let's see. Okay, so it looks like they're just listing all the cities, right? So yeah, I would still optimize this for like the county, right? Because that's essentially what they're doing here. Okay. But anyways, they're still ranking. So, Google's still sort of rewarding this URL structure, but it's not the best that it could be. Okay. All right. So this gives me some good ideas on how to structure our URL structure. But let me show you some really good examples on how to create your silos for your market. Okay. So I went over to, this is Atlanta. All right. So you can see how they have their top level silo pages. They got commercial, that's one top level page. They got residential, that's another top level page. Roof coatings, that's another one. Metal roofing, another one. Storm damage, another one. Okay. So, and then they have all the supporting pages for each one. You can see commercial has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 supporting pages. Residential has 4 supporting pages, right? So let me show you what that looks like. So this is their main silo other page, right? Then they have the supporting page, okay? And that's what they're doing with all these. Then let's go to this one. These guys are doing the same thing. They have their main silo page, which is roofing. So this is their main silo roofing page. And then they have all of these supporting pages, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 supporting pages. Same thing for commercial. That's their top level silo page, commercial. And they have the supporting pages and so forth, right? Okay. So that's one thing. This is basically how you want to structure your main top level silo pages. And then boom, you got your supporting pages all powering up this main page. And that's what you want to do, right? So that's one thing you want to take a look at. So here are some of URL formatting tips on the way that I would do it. So here you got your primary QEP category as your main service page. Then you have the supporting pages, right? Supporting service, roof repair, metal roofing. Things you want to avoid URLs like that. You want to avoid URLs like this. Okay. These are all examples of effective local SEO URLs. So these are, if you have location pages, you want to structure them something like this, right? Now, avoid this URL structure unless you're doing like a national local SEO campaign, right? Where you're targeting multiple states, and this would be appropriate, right? But for most local businesses, you're not going to be targeting the whole nation, right? So you don't need to have multiple different folders here, right? Unless you are targeting several states. Okay. Reverse engineer silo. So that's kind of what we've been looking at, right? We were looking at what the top competitors have as their main silo pages. We were looking at what URL structure they have. And this is going to give us a good idea of what we need to do for ours. Okay. Then, of course, you want to plan out your website structure. So again, this is a website structure I would recommend doing something like this. And then you have this. These are just some examples of what it would kind of look like here. I did one just for like a roofing company, right? This could be some examples. Of what it would look like. And then here we have a final checklist that you can take a look at just to make sure that you're on the right track. Okay. So that's kind of an overview on how to do some quick competitor research that's actually going to be very beneficial for you once you get things going. Because this is kind of the foundational. If you get this wrong, the rest of your SEO campaign is just going to be a lot harder. It's going to take longer. So this is why this step is so important, so crucial. If you were going to spend some time, this would be the part to spend some time on, because you want to make sure you get your website structure done the first. If I know a lot of times we're working with websites that have already been built, they have been around for a while. If that's the case, if they're ranking good, don't touch it, right? If they're ranking good, don't touch it. If it's not ranking good, you can just go ahead and do a URL redirect. You can just do a 301 redirect. You can update the new pages with the new URL structure, but always remember to set up that 301 page. It'll still take them to the new page you created. Okay, you always want to forget to set up the 301 reader. Relatively new website, it's not really getting much traffic, and just go ahead and make the changes. It's not really going to be a big issue, right? But if you are getting some traffic, make sure you do set up those 301 redirects, okay? All right, so that's the first step. The next step, I'm going to go over my silo that I came up with for our roofing websites, and then we're going to do some of the implementations, okay?